Hello, Radiant Soul. Great to connect with you. If you're new to the channel, hi, I'm Michele. For this reading, we're going to be looking at the blessings that you don't see coming. Very important reading for right now. I'll go more into that. For now, just know if you want to skip ahead to the timestamps, that's more than fine. There's chapters for this video as well as timestamps in the description box, as well as ways to get in touch with me if you want a reading or do any inner work, or if you'd like to sign up for the monthly numerology forecast and energy updates. We also look at moon cycles, and that's also in the description box. I so appreciate each and every one of you, and it's such an honor to connect with you. If you are guided to this reading, you are experiencing massive change, whether inner or outer in your external world. So we're going to get to each soul story. I read in soul stories. I always say trust your intuition. You may be called to more than one crystal or card. You will know you were sent here by your own higher self through your inner guidance. Just trust that the messages that you receive are what you need most on your path right now. So for soul story number 1, you have the blue agate. And I will put these cards you can see better, you can screenshot. You've got kind of the indigo, kind of, I don't know if that's violet. Yeah, it's like a purple, amethyst, deep amethyst. Soul story number 3, you have the orange agate. And soul story number 4, the magenta agate. And this is the blessing or blessings that you don't see coming at all. It has to do with a recent shift, and we will get more into that in the individual readings. Now, the collective message about this quantum shift, a quantum healing, it's on not only a cellular level, but connecting into our DNA, our energetic or etheric DNA, as well as cellular memory. With this shift that's happening, this energetic shift, it's actually causing a frequency shift, individual frequency, souls aligning more to the soul signature frequency. This is happening on a collective level through the oversouls, through the earth itself, and to the individual souls. Now, as everyone knows, everything and everyone is interconnected, so we do have a collective aspect of our being. So if you're receptive to this shift, you may be feeling out of sorts. You may be feeling like, oh my God, so much stuff is coming up that I haven't even thought about in so many months, or for many of you, many years. Old wounds, things could be really flaring up right now. You could be either really, really negatively triggered into old wounds, or what didn't happen, or what you wish had happened, betrayals. You could also be triggered in feeling lighter and more open, and that can be just as off-putting, because it's almost like you're in a boat without the rudder. You're realizing, oh my God, who's in control? But it is your higher self. And a big part of this is preparing for what's going to happen next year, May, June, around this time period. My guides have guided me a bit to the energy, if we're looking through the lens or the language of astrology. This has a lot to do with the energy of Jupiter going into Gemini, Pluto in Aquarius, that trining energy, Saturn in Pisces, and Neptune in Pisces. It's setting up for next year when Saturn goes into Aries, and of course Pisces goes into Aries, and there's an amazing conjunction there. And the Pluto in Aquarius energy beginning to galvanize. So there may be things you can't do on an ego level, or things that you used to be able to do, or ways of solving problems or issues, or your own recipe for success, or recipe for handling something, whether with another person or within yourself or your own life. What's very helpful to remember is the ego is losing the grip, the human aspect of analyzing logic and reason. It's not that that's going by the wayside. But what's coming in more is intuition, the psychic ability, psychic understanding, psychic coming from the Latin word meaning soul. So psyche or inner psyche comes from the word soul in Latin. So we're getting more to the soul imprinting or the soul blueprint as well as the soul signature frequency. So it is a little bit like driving and you're trying to put your hand on the wheel, but someone else is guiding, or it feels like someone else is guiding. The oversouls and the spiritual hierarchy are guiding on a group level, and a lot of you are waking up. You're waking up more, or you're realizing you have a definite path, a definite purpose, a definite mission that you're moving into. You could call stepping into or moving into. Because we have all levels of experience and expression on this planet, lower, mid, higher. It's possible to be very conscious in one area of our life and not so much in another area of our life. So we do grow into certain things. So a lot of growth is happening right now, and a lot of people are being moved in new directions. So with that said, this is having a lot to do with the frequency shift, which is bringing blessings, boons, miracles. Some of this you have set up yourself. Some of this is coming from the Akashic, I know, like a digital timer, that it's the time for something to happen. It's the timing for something to happen. It's the timing for something to manifest. So again, this will be different for different people. Obviously, take what resonates. For many of you, this is simply just a confirmation of where you're at and the upcoming changes that you can feel, whether mentally, some of you mentally, emotionally, and even physically within your own body. You are already changing, you're feeling the change through the new emerging consciousness coming in, and you're opening up to this. All right, so I'm going to tune in, doing a 2-minute alignment meditation. You're more than welcome to do that with me, or you can skip ahead to the timestamps. All right. So much love I feel for you. So much love and so much honoring of your path, your wisdom, your own insight and understanding. With conscious awareness, bring your inner gaze and inner focus into the heart, lung area of your body. And consciously slow your breath down, bringing conscious awareness to your in-breath and out-breath. Breathing in, opening to receive. Breathing out, releasing, relaxing, opening. Breathing in a little deeper. Connecting into the receptive quality of the universe. Receiving. Breathing out consciously, connecting to the giving, extending energy of the universe, giving. And in your own pace and pattern, connect more completely with your breath. Begin to focus on that space in between your in-breath and out-breath. Center inside. In your own pace and rhythm, the next breath in. Breathe in above the crown chakra, connecting into that access point, extending through the higher self into the soul star chakra, connecting into your soul's guidance through your higher self. The next out breath, feel the connection of healing light source energies. Feel yourself very calm, centered, and guided inside. And when you're ready, choose the cards or crystals that you feel most drawn to, or that you feel are drawing you to them, for the messages that are most life-enhancing for your soul path at this time. Hello, Radiant Soul. If you chose Soul Story number 1, this is your reading. Thank you for being here and allowing me to connect in with you this way. It really gives me a lot of joy to spend this time with you. All right, so you have the blue agate and also blue here. So I'm getting a lot, oh, blue and then pink. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of messages actually with go with the flow. So let's see what that's about. All right, tuning into the frequency of you. You've got creative versatility, diversity, and strength is not a weakness. Diversity is a strength and not a weakness. A painter does not just use one paintbrush to color. The writer has more than one muse. Okay. Really gaining creative energy here. And copycat, understand that they exist. Do not be one. To be inspired means simply to be propelled into action. It's not the same thing. Okay. Well, I'm definitely getting with this, also with the agate, the third eye activation. And what I'm getting by this is that there's some new idea. One of the blessings that's coming in is you're going to finally have the solution for something. A problem, a situation. For some of you, it's something creative that you either haven't been able to do or have the time to do, or, but you're getting one of the blessings you're getting is ideas. You're finally connecting in more to something that is very uniquely you. You're also going to be, one of the blessings is you're going to be able to open up what you do creatively or work-wise or something in your life. You're able to open up to, I heard another channel. There's another channel that's opening up for you. Spirit wants you to understand that everything is spirit. Everything is energy in a form, spiritual energy, psychic energy, so that no matter what you do, you are doing your path and purpose. No matter where you are, what you do, you're doing your path and purpose. Spirit wants you to understand that there's only one of you. And your guides are with me. They're laughing. Yes, they're laughing and going, I know. You're going to say, well, of course there's only one of me. I know that. And I really love myself. And I really see my uniqueness. Yes, you do. But there's a next level for you. And maybe not looking aside as much, I just heard not compromising. Okay, the Hermit, look at that. 5 of Pentacles. 7 of Wands. The Hermit. 5 of Pentacles. King of Wands. I thought had to do something with creativity, versatility. You've been thinking a lot. You've kind of been, you're getting the courage to come out more. So Spirit is saying you're very close to a turning point where you're in strength. You've got here, it's the strength to follow through. That's going to be a big blessing for you, is the strength and ability to follow through for yourself and have the courage on what it is that you're receiving, the downloads that you're receiving. Also, that you don't have to do just one thing. I'm really hearing that strongly in the Sun card. It doesn't get better than that. Well, it can, but Sun card. So this really is a Leo energy. Could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but I feel this has a lot to do with Leo and being on your own, but trusting your path. A blessing for you is there is someone new on your path that's very inspiring, motivating. But you're going to be opening up. You're going to be opening up to more people. You're going to be more well received. A lot of you are going to be doing more than one thing, or you're doing more than one thing, and it's somehow going to start fitting together. That's the best way that I can put it. You've got the moon after the sun. So the sun and the moon. Yeah, see, getting over the 3 of Swords energy. So let's see here. What do we got? don't like to leave it on that swords. Oh, the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, it's going to happen for you. Whatever it is that you're looking at, it is going to happen for you. Now, this is past situations not working out. This is past endeavors not working out. And you wondering, should I change what I'm doing? Should I change the way that I'm doing? Is it something about me? And I do feel you went through a time maybe of trying to do something differently. Now, I get this could be definitely career. Some of you, it is actually even in relationship. Like, is there something with me that people aren't getting me? What is it? So there's been this kind of looking within that came from despair. But now there's this opening up. And what's starting to happen is you're starting to open up to more of you. You're getting inspired by you, by your life, by your circumstances, by your soul path. This deep going within, you know, we've got Leo here, we've got Pisces. Pisces or Cancerian with the moon. And then Virgo. This could be placements that you have in your chart. This could be people around you. For some of you, it's also what I really get, it's been your process, this ability to go within, to receive your answers, to really look within. And Spirit is wanting you to do that, because what's happening is you're starting to get downloads, or that's going to be a blessing. You're going to get some new downloads, or different downloads, or I just heard a creative solution to something. And Spirit is saying, even if something didn't work in the past, or it cost you money somehow, things are going to be working. Things are turning around. So you're going to be moving literally from kind of some lack and limitation, problems, problematic relationships, or things not working out, not being on the same page is what I'm hearing. You're on a different page than someone, or perhaps your present circumstances due to the growth that you've had by going within. And some of you literally through yoga, or maybe yoga nidra, or you teach that, or sound healing. You know, there's been some inner work where you've really had to go within. Some of you, it's been other dimensional work. You've been doing a lot of other dimensional work. Now, I do feel, it's very interesting, I do feel a timeline shift here. It's coming right in through here, 3 to 6 days. 3, 6, 9, 3 to 6 days, 3 to 6 weeks. If you're watching this when I upload this, which I'm not sure what it'll be, end of the first week of June, the changes big for you could be coming in the summer, right? Cancerian time, or between Leo and Cancerian time. There seems to be a purging, a letting go of something, so this energy can come through. That's this blessing. It's almost like you're doing this purge. Like, I don't know, some of you, it's even on the physically. You could be sick now or get sick, and then you just purge, and you have a really bad fever, and then you wake up and you feel better than ever. So there's a purging that's coming. It's been wanting to come out. There's been this purging, and it moves you in a new direction. Yeah, there's something that moves you into this action. And from this action, this inspiration, you become very inspired by something you see, you read, or a person in your life. And it's bringing you the awareness of the ability. Yeah, look at that. Forgiveness heals, and passion and purpose. Yeah, there we go. This makes sense. So you're either forgiving yourself or other people. Now, Spirit is telling me this is not necessarily conscious. For some of you, it will be. Some of you, it's just you're letting go, because that's really what forgiveness means. It's not necessarily, I forgive you, you did me wrong. I mean, that could be that. It's an energetic. So you're getting this part of the, this shift for you is why this shift is happening for you, this frequency shift, is because you've done, time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness. But this is happening on such a deep level, a cellular level. It's happening from the ancestral and familial level. The cellular memory is being cleared. Topaz, very powerful for self-worth and self-esteem, connecting to one's gifts, able to see the value of oneself. So this blessing for you is really coming from the spirit realm into the etheric, and it's affecting also the physical body. So there's some kind of, I just heard, reclaiming a past level of health, or past level of health, financial wealth, past level of confidence, feeling much more confident, much more comfortable in one's body and one's life. These are some of the blessings that come for you. And then look at passion and purpose. This is all about connecting to your passion and purpose in a way that connects you to the heart with the King of Wands there. The amethyst, revealing your true self. Didn't I say something about comparing? So you're having, they're really wanting me to tell you, this is not going to be a conscious or rational thing. This is going to happen that one day you just wake up and you just feel better. You're more focused, you're more connected to your passion and purpose, you're connecting more to your soul, you feel like doing more, you're able to do more. It just is like a light switch. Now, the thing is, it's come from a lot of deep healing or inner work, and it's also a timing thing. A timing issue is what I'm hearing. It's not just about, it's subconscious, it's deep within. Funny, I'm hearing atoning. Wait, hold on, there's a message coming in. Okay, atoning is making things right. So there's a rebalancing that's taking place. Atoning, you've made something up. You've rebalanced. Okay, we think of it a lot of times religiously, but I'm looking metaphysically. The message that I'm getting has nothing to do with the religion. It's, oh wow, see? Look at that. What did I tell you? My God, look at that. I love this. Personal growth, 7. Oh my God, soul story number 1. You don't realize how much this is going to impact you. That's all I can tell you. Wow. Wow. Okay, so it's like everything, this lack, the limitation, things that happen to you and you've struggled with, you've had to work through. This personal growth is causing a rebirth. And from this rebirth, you're connected more to your individuality, your soul. And you're going to put that to creativity. Now, this has a lot to do with projects, putting things out there in the world. You're reclaiming your creativity. You're reclaiming how you live, that you live much more individually, much more connected to your soul, much more authentically. These have been some deep wounds, not just your own wounds, but familial, family, right? Okay, ancestral, to some degree, society, cultural, from the cultura, the culture. But what this is doing is a natural rebirth on many areas of your life, and then you're able to move forward. Not just positively in a life-enhancing way, which is great, yes, that, but also in a way that brings in quite a bit of money. What you're going to feel very more stable emotionally and financially. You're going to feel more connected to your inner self, connected to your core. And that connection is bringing you some level of abundance. Now, some of you, this is also a family, or it could be community, is what I'm hearing. One of the blessings is more of a support. It could be this person coming in that brings other people around you or some level of support. Okay, let's get a little bit with the runes. Whoa, those just came out. I just love it. Look at that. Movement is the end. Kanaz. Weird. Following your path. Being on your path to destiny. Things are opening up. With Kana or Kanaz. Creativity, knowledge. So those of your creator, be creative, how you live, creative. See, I'm getting creative solutions for something. Having the creative solution for an issue or situation, even financially. And that creative solution is going to bring you income. Your soul wants you to do more, to branch out more, or to create more, or put that creation out there, to believe and trust in yourself. And I said trust, we got partnership, trust and partnership. Just as I was saying trust, that was the card that. And I love this, the confirmation for you. Where do things go? Fiu, wealth and abundance. So part of it's hard work, part of it's the Akashic. I just want to say whatever you've been doing, the inner work, the feeling alone or desolate or isolated, the having to pull back, the having to, pray or have intentions or affirmations, whatever you have been doing, it's like a digital clock has gone off, a little alarm, a little chime, a little bell. And the blessings that are coming to you have to do with more connection, comfort, confidence, support, the ability. This rebirth is creating a focus on your individuality so that you can create with passion and purpose. And this creation, whatever you're focused on, whatever this creative project or projects or way of living is bringing abundance. Now, I'm not going to get into specific, I'm getting all kinds of things. I see people renting places, buying a place, or you own a place and you rent part of it out, and then some of you are going on the road, some of you have property that you're building on, or you're renting a room, or you're renting a room out, or you're renting a part, something. I don't know. There's all these creative ways I'm seeing of living so that you can free up. You're going to have the time, the energy, the focus, the opportunity is coming in on your path. This is the path to destiny. This is part of the Akashic to support this shift, this vibrational shift that's happened, that's created this frequency shift for you. You're now moving more into a higher level or more expanded level of abundance. Things are going to move for you more easily, for some more quickly. Focus on your creativity, your creative projects, creative solutions, whatever you're putting out there, launching, creating, writing, painting, whatever it is. Focus on versatility, doing more than one thing. Don't limit yourself. This is not the time to limit yourself. That is going to bring in the abundance that you seek. That is bringing in the wealth. Okay, let's get a message from the Astro Dice. Where and how you'll most be affected with this. 6th house, how you live, everyday living. Some of you, it's your health. And you've got, freeing up, Sagittarius. You've got Pluto and Sagittarius. So it's going to free you up in your mindset of how you get things done and your path, how you create your career, or if you're self-employed. So there's going to be a freeing up. You're going to be able to free up. You're going to see yourself more truthfully, more transparently. You're going to express more authentically, more individually. Your individuality is really coming in here to shine, as well as your belief. So one of the blessings is you're having an expansion in belief, expansion in the mindset that I can do this. But it's not just the mind. You're going to feel, King of Wands and Sun, I can do this. I am doing this. So I feel like the soul is coming through you more, bringing you into the space of awareness. Your awareness is changing. Therefore, your consciousness is changing. There's an expansion in consciousness, which you're now going to want to express more in the world, to reveal your true self through how you live. Everything's creative, right? How you dress, how you wear your hair, what t-shirt you have on, what pants or sweatpants, or do you have a dress on? Do you have a hat? What do you wear earrings? Everything's creative. So as you tap in more to the creative principle, of you. You're tapping into the creative principle of the universe, the innate, infinite intelligence and creative principle of the universe. And it's innate because it's also within you. All right, Radiant Soul Light, your Soul Insights mantra to support you on your path is: I am here to express and experience my soul as me, creatively and abundantly. Yes, yes, yes. Lots of love and light. A big hug. Hello, Radiant Soul. Great to connect with you for your reading. If you chose Soul Story number 2, this is your reading. I just heard as I'm tuning in, what is your blessing? Sometimes the grass is greener on the other side. And then I heard the grass is not always greener on the other side. So let's see what's going on. You're also going to be getting the blessing or the gift of discernment as to what is right for you. I feel this purple, kind of bit purple but violet, so it's got some indigo in it. This is about discerning. So there's something that you're going to get a clearer intention coming from spirit. Some of you, the blessing is you're going to be hearing things more clearly and seeing things more clearly. So clairaudient, clairvoyant. Some of you work with guides or a particular guide, or you're very connected to your higher self. Your higher self is coming through more as you. And so there is this ability to see ahead. There's something that you're going to be able to see ahead. And it does have to do with, clear vision, clairaudient, clairvoyant. Ooh, creative ghosts. The grip of memories. Don't let the should or haunt you. Move forward and away from the past. There's the clearing. So you're going to see why certain things happened or didn't happen. And then we've got breakthrough. Simply a breaking apart. The pressure released. Overnight success takes years. Wow. Now, I get this. That this is about moving outward. When you look at these cards, those two parts are together. So there's something you're definitely leaving behind. Something, someone, some situation, a type of relationship, a type of lifestyle or living. There is, a blessing is going to be, the pressure is released. There's a releasing of the pressure, or what you have felt is the pressure. Now you're also going to be seeing more clearly what you have, what's not working, and what you need to do to move forward. I'm going to put this right here. Yeah, you need to get a clearer, you're going to be getting a clearer view, like a 360 view, to make a 180. So there's a lot of past life review with you, whether this lifetime or other past lifetimes. Spirit wants you moving forward. Your higher self is moving you forward. I'm going to look at this. Whatever's been holding you back is about to be released. I just heard the burden is released. There's a releasing of the burden. I feel like also with you, similar message, you tried to make something happen and it didn't happen. Some of you also, there's a health issue or clearing up, or something about the diet or the dietary or nutrition. There's something, a different way of eating that's coming in. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you're making a break from something. There's the breakthrough is you're able, I can finally go. Some of you, this is a job. I can finally go. I can finally move on. Or I got another job, so I can let go of this one. Or I can let go one of the jobs that I have. Knight of Pentacles. That's where you're coming through. Judgment. A soul call. And look at that card. Connecting into your essence. But this is freeing up, letting that part of you go. Yeah, the wheel. But look at all the green here. Radiant souls, look at all the green. The grass, it's about greener. Is the grass, so I got it. What you're going to see is the grass greener on the other side and I need to make a change? Or do you realize the grass is green where you're at, is better where you're at, and you don't make a change? That's what I'm getting on the soul path. Some of you are decidedly leaving something, a job, a career, a way of living. You're freeing up because you're getting a new perspective of what you need with this lighter version of yourself. To me, this is connecting in with the light body. So something on an ego level is being left. After traveling or moving through the earth plane in a particular way, there is this epiphany that comes through, like it could be past programming, past decisions, past goals, past ideas. But what's going to come in for you is a new idea. The light bulb goes off, literally. The light bulb goes off, the light body comes in, and it's like, okay, I can. Some of you, you're going to have a memory, maybe in meditation or some kind of inner work, maybe hypnotherapy, some kind of inner work or trance work, where you realize, oh my God, I don't have to do it that way, or I can do it another way, or I'm ready to let go of that. So in a way, you might feel a little bit on hold. Look at that. The wheel, though. You're over something. It's done. For you, the blessing is a breakthrough, and it moves you forward. You're able to finally move forward. You're able to have results, success. And look at that, results, Four of Wands. Yeah, you're over. So whatever it is you want to be over, the stagnation, the uncertainty, Empress, look at that. Taurus, Libra, and look, we're going to end here. Look at that. Ace of Wands. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's over. It's done. The karmic lesson, the completion, the restriction, it's over. Whatever it is you want to be over, it's over. You're able to move on. You're moving forward. You're able to put the energy, the time, you're able to, the result comes in. And it moves you in a new direction. This is very eminent with that Ace of Wands there. Wands, starting with air, have to do a lot with immediacy. And usually the springtime for looking at timing. So yes, you are moving on. There's a sense of freedom, overcoming some level of fear or misunderstanding. That's a blessing. Movement, the ability. Now, some of you, this is literally a move, signing of legal documents. Whatever it is you've been waiting for, it's now going to happen. It's now happening. That's the blessing, the breakthrough. The blessing for you is a breakthrough. You get the house, you get the car, you get the whatever, things move on. The relationship picks up and gets better. You've been dating, you meet someone. So it is a breakthrough that brings a level of lightness. Okay, we've also got personal growth. Here we go. I'm telling you, a lot of you, this is why this is happening, this frequency shift, is because there's been a lot of people individually and as a collective working on themselves. And it pays off individually, and what we do individually affects the collective. And it's also strengthening us for what we're going to be able to need to do, and how we're stepping into our soul power or empowerment even next year. Okay, hold on. Okay, that's all we're taking. Oh, that's a lot of cards. But when they come out like that, look at this. This is beautiful. New beginnings. Right under the Ace of Wands. Follow your dream. Yeah, whatever it is, I just heard you will have the money or the resource. There's something that you've been needing. Nature, because you're following your own nature. Domestic harmony. Yeah, if there's been any issues in relationship, some of you have suffered alone or on your own in a particular situation, that's going to be clearing up. Music. Now, one thing Spirit wants you to know, you really need to connect in with your nature sounds, healing tones, sound bowls, music. Some of you really respond. Now, some of you, this is writing it, this is composing, this be writing poetry, writing songs, but really pay attention, because didn't I say something about clairaudient? Really pay attention to what you're hearing, what you're taking in. Oh, look at that, financial discipline. Yeah, you're going to need the money, so save up a bit, because you are going to be going in a new direction, whether this is a move, new car, a move. They're showing a larger purchase. They're showing that you'll have the money for it, but you don't want to be stretched too thin. With the Empress there, that's abundance, right? Venus energy, that Venusian energy, Libra, Taurus energy. What do we have here? Sagittarius. So yeah, the movement, the wheel, you're coming out on top, but balance. That's why the financial discipline, because you need to be balanced right now, because you're not at the result. This is just a breakthrough. The blessing that's coming in is a breakthrough, which is great, but it's not yet the end all be all. It's just you're reaching a new next level that is much more abundant, so that you have enough time and energy, extra money if you need to invest in yourself, or for things that you want to do. But this is the beginning of your, oh, look at that. What did I say? The time, the energy, and money. Self-care. So some of you, this could be doctor's appointments, or a chiropractor, or massage, or, going to a sound bath, or massage, or, a course or a class. So this is essential. This is part of what's working for you. What else did you get here? Oh, see, increased support. Apophyllite. Your positive focus and willingness to receive have opened the doorway to abundance. There we go. So what is the change? You're realizing I need to give to myself also, not just give to others. I need to self-care. I need to take care of myself. Yeah, look at this though too. Sapphire. Easy does it. Your health, happiness, and abundance require a gentle approach to life and work. Okay, boy, sometimes I don't get it. And the guides are like, I told you. Okay. The nature, the greenery, balance, financial discipline. To me, this card should be financial balance, because finances are energy, right? Money is a type of energy. And you've also got unnecessary worry, citrine. So there's a lot screaming here about abundance, but I heard if you take care of money, money will take care of you. If you take care of your health will take care of you, be there for you. Take care of your body will take care of you, will be there for you. So I don't know if some of you have been like workaholics, doing too much in the, or stressing a lot, or trying to push something. You're finding your own rhythm. That this frequency shift brings you, harmony. Wasn't there something with harmony? Domestic harmony. That's why the music. So you're getting into a more resonance with yourself. You're harmonizing with yourself and your own biorhythms, your own rhythm, your own flow. Your individual flow, so it aligns to the divine flow. This is also very much with that sapphire energy, that deep blue, and apophyllite. And kyanite has this deep blue, but then you have this amethyst, this purple, which I feel like there's indigo blue and purple in there, violet. This very much has to do with really seeing yourself as connected to source all the time, a part of healing light source energies, part of God, an aspect of God, that divine spark as a soul living here. And taking care of yourself, just like you would nurture anything you love, whether a person, a relationship, a possession, taking care of yourself and adjusting yourself to a better balance way of living. So this breakthrough is coming because you've reached a new level of balance. Now, the message for you is that you have to nurture that balance. You have to keep this balance. This balance is connecting you into your true nature, yourself, your soul. Yeah, it's connecting you more to your soul signature frequency, which means your own energetic patterning. right? Your own energetic design, which is, so there is a little bit of a shift here energetically for you. Wow. Victory and energy, but Sawillo has to do with healing. It's the sun. So I get you're healing. You're healing something deep. And a lot of you, it could be your vitality, literally your body, maybe mental healing, emotional healing. The body is healing. You're getting more life force energy. And Spirit is saying, but we don't, the God consciousness does not, okay, it's the message is coming from consciousness. You don't burn out. Got gestation, inner growth. Ingwas is it's new beginnings. It's endings and new beginnings. And then you've got transformative renewal, Iwas. This is the Ur tree, the ability to bounce back, to renew. So part of your breakthrough is renewal, coming into more abundant living somehow, feeling better about yourself. A lot to do with self-esteem coming up, self-worth, valuing yourself, valuing your work, how you work. I just heard valuing what you charge. There could be an adjustment. You could be charging more. A fee. I heard entrance fee. You'll have the entrance fee. You have the entrance fee for the new beginning. You already paid for it in the personal growth. Because here you have transformation, gestation, inner growth. When we're balanced, all things are possible. So God consciousness wants you to know. The God consciousness is the balance of yin and yang, masculine, feminine. Electrical, magnetic, the balance is there. Okay. Where and how is this going to manifest? And in what way? For soul story number 2. First house, yep, the body. Love it. Venus. Underscoring the Empress, Venus in Gemini. Versatility, balance. Gemini has a lot to do with balance. It's an alchemical process, that Gemini, the balancing of the masculine, feminine, the yin and the yang, the inner, the outer, the electrical, the magnetic. So this is, and in the first house, this is all about you and your outlook, your body, your outlook in life. It is coming from a new perspective, allowing this new perspective to support you is what I heard. This new perspective it's about you, and it's also about opening up to more opportunities, seeing the opportunities where they are and following through on them. You need to see the opportunities where they are and follow through on the opportunities. Harmony within allows for harmony externally. A lot of you have had a lot of inner conflict, and that's caused some conflict or just distortion or dissonance in your relationship. Some people may not even know that you have felt a little bit off or miffed, or you've seen how they're not giving as much. So you're shifting that. Easy does it. It's about giving to you. Spirit is saying relax. The abundance is there. That you don't need to worry. The solution is coming in. The creative healing, the healing light energy is creating solutions. Your higher self is guiding you to the solution. All right, Soul Light. Your Soul Insights mantra is, I am guided to the creative solutions in my life. I'm aligned for a breakthrough. That's right. Name it and claim it. Lots of love. Hello, Radiant Soul. Welcome to your reading if you chose soul story number 3. You're about to manifest something. There's results. There's some kind of tangible result. That's one of the blessings for you. Could be more, but I'm definitely getting what was in the material or mental plane is now moving into the material. What's been in the mental realm or mental plane, the place of ideas being birthed, something being grounded, anchored, centered. That could also be you. You also have with this orange, there's something also about energy, vitality coming back up. Literally your energy. Some of you have felt, oh, I can't do this, or I don't have the energy to do it. Oh, I'm too tired when I get home, or I'm too tired at night, I'm too tired on the weekends. Let's see what you got here. Ooh, creative voice. Ooh, creative seasons. Creative expression has its seasons. Winter may seem like a void, but there's no endless summer. Recover, hibernate, prepare. Spring thaws you out. That's it, yeah. So that burnout you've been feeling is starting to shift. You're going to have a breakthrough. Creative voice, your instrument. You may hit some false notes, but with practice, you will truly sing. You know, our body is the instrument for the soul. We don't have bodies like this that do this kind of stuff on other dimensions. So, and other planets for sure. So definitely, let's look and see. Coming out of a funk, tired, you burnt out, not having the time or the energy to do something. Or I'm too tired at night, I'm too tired after the kids, I'm too tired after I do this. Or I can only do A, B, and C. I wish I could do E and F, but I can't. I don't have the focus. I don't have the time. So I want to see the blessing for you seems that a lot of false starts, trying to do something, brings in momentum. Yeah, 5 of Cups. This is a longing to do something that you really want to do, or to have the mental focus, the energy, the physical drive or physical energy. Page of Swords. Now, some of you, this is just, again, a process. This is one of the things that I was told before I started this reading, to let people know a lot of this that's coming through is energetic. It may not be, you're moving through emotional blocks. You're moving through mental blocks with that Page of Swords. This has been a time of learning. You're learning yourself. You're learning about yourself. You're learning about your true self. You're learning about how you work. Journaling would also be really good for you at this time. Could be very helpful for you to connect into this part of you that's saying, hey, hold back, hold back. Don't overdo, because you're going to get burned out, or you're already burnt out. And it's like, we got to recover. You know, so some of you, I'm even seeing school, like you've had to study and you're like, oh, I should be able to do this. But no, while you're studying, there may be things that you can't do. Whether that's studying a particular stage in your life or actually going to school. 7 of Wands. Now that's interesting. What do we got here? The Moon. I just heard gestation period. What's the gestation period? Some of you could be pregnant. You got to wait. Knight of Wands. Hermit. And the Fool. New direction. Okay, you're contemplating, and then we've got the Star. So there's the recovery. Yeah, it's going to, okay, it's going to be a little bit start, stop. Okay, there's a little bit of a, there's a pace and a pattern to this, your life right now. Your soul story is not, there's movement, but then you have to reflect. You have to go within. So you have Cancer, Pisces here. We've got Virgo, got Uranus energy there for the Fool, and Star, Aquarius energy. So this is definitely about, and I just pulled this from the middle of the deck. Yeah, it's going to come back. You're going to be okay. The energy's coming back. The Fool, new beginning, and having the energy, the insight, the inspiration. It's coming back. The blessing for you is that you're going to be able to pick up and move and do the things you need and want to do. You're going to recover. That's the message I'm getting. You're going to recover. You're in a phase of healing, deep healing, and you will renew, you will heal. This is about not getting burnt out and connecting into this vitality. That's what this orange agate is about, connecting into the vitality. It has to, actually you're getting this shift, for you, this frequency shift is connecting you more to your internal timing, your own inner rhythm. From your internal timing, your inner rhythm, you get your own flow. And your flow is kind of in, out. Do a bit, go within. Do more, or do a lot, go within a lot. You have your own rhythm and flow. You have to connect into that timing. This is the key. You're going to look at it. You're looking at it and going, okay, let me look at this. I can see, okay, this is too much for me. Oh, this is, okay, I can do a little bit more. No, I don't. Why do I have to do everything all at once? Why do I have to burn out? So this is a big learning lesson. And you're moving into a space of moving out of disappointment for for how far you've come or what you've done. Like, oh, why couldn't I do this? Why couldn't I push here? Why couldn't I stick with this? This is not about pushing. With the Seven of Wands, that courage to follow your heart, which is your own heartbeat, the Knight of Wands. That Seven of Wands is also, it's the strength coming back up. You're funding a new strength. Okay, I love this. Physical activity, see? You're going to get going again. Now, whether this is getting back in shape, whatever you call that, fitness, just being able to do more activity, you're coming out of burnout. Spiritual partnership, that's that Seven of Wands. And Paige, you've been learning a learning lesson of yourself, of your own body-mind system. Nature, your own true nature. I think soul story number 2 might have gotten that. And follow your dreams. Okay, so this is the message, because we are in the part of the soul alignment, aligning more to the soul, attuning to the soul signature frequency, people getting their soul gifts, following through on their soul gifts, understanding their soul gift, the soul gifts being revealed, the soul mission being revealed. This is a whole time of the mission, stepping forward in the mission and being supported by spirit, being supported by others in a group. You will have that support. Connecting again with the passion, the purpose. This is about vitality coming up, because you're putting yourself into a new adventure, and that 55 is new beginnings. 8, 5, 13, 4, that's a breakthrough. Yeah, so you're being tested. You're 7 and 4, 11, 2, tested about balance and relationships. 9, you're ending. A lot of people say the 10s in the tarot are endings. Are not. In numerology, it's 1 to 9. The 10s are a culmination. They're a new level we achieve. The 9 is a pinnacle, is a point, right? And you've got the 9 here with the Hermit. So it's not only about introspection for you, it's something is over. You've completed a lesson. The big blessing for you is also a boon. You've completed a lesson about your spiritual path, understanding you as spirit, your spiritual path, your soul path. You understand something, and it's helping you regain your vitality. You regain for some of you, your ability to celebrate yourself more, have more joy, and see life more as an adventure. Now, I also hear you're going on a new adventure. There is a new adventure coming in for you. Make no mistake of that. Spirit wants you to know there is a new adventure. So this Fool and the Star, it's caused by this Ace of Wands energy coming in, this revitalization, this vitality. But it also, this Star and the Fool, the energy of that creates the revitalization, creates the renewal. And I feel the renewal is, and with this orange, some of you, it's the second chakra. And again, your own rhythm, the ability to reproduce yourself, to see yourself as a resource, to be in the rhythm and flow of your own life. Like, wow, I feel good. I feel I'm in my flow, my own rhythm, following your own, to some degree, your own bliss. Okay, what's coming out here? Ruby, bless your heart, but this to me is also follow your heart. This is love. This is loving yourself and your life, that you attract loving partners. Spiritual protection. You're being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. Spiritual partnership right here. So you are protected because you have something quite amazing and special to do. So you are being protected by your very own higher self, by the universe. While you go through this learning lesson, you're not going to lose anything. You're not going to lose anything. Yeah, look at this. I turned it over to the middle, and what do we have? Life lesson. And ready to love again. Wow. Okay, let's put this here. I wasn't going to choose these two, but they came out. Life lesson, again. The partnership, the learning lesson, the spiritual protection. You've been protected all along. No matter how bad things gone, you were still protected. It's a level of protection here. But you're coming out of a major life lesson. You're coming out of a major life lesson here. Hold on, I'm just connecting in. Yeah, right under bless your heart. Some of you, the healing is in relationship. As you follow your dreams. I don't particularly get it. Well, maybe it's the spiritual partnership. Your relationships improve. So you keep to your path. Your past doesn't need to affect you. All right, let's put this here. Ruby, you're working on your self-esteem, self-love, feeling more love, recognizing you're protected, and then you've gone through these life lessons. Yeah, you've healed from the past. It's time to open up to love again. I think this is also love through community, through friends. For some of you, family, friends that are like family, community. Some of you, this could be online, a group maybe that you are with, or you facilitate, or you're part of a group. A lot of you could be teaching online or teaching within a community, a specific arena or area, level of expertise. You could be in a leadership position. And you're oh wow, you're opening up to love. Seeing yourself as love, loving. That's part of your resources. It's peridot here. Yeah, ruby and peridot. Wow. Wow, look at this wisdom. There we go, Ansu's learning lesson here, life lesson. This is communication. So you have better communication with yourself. More loving communication with yourself, more self-compassion, and therefore compassion with others. Out of this compassion comes a new level of drive. You've been held back in your drive and ambition until you healed more. Yeah, introspection. There we are. The Hermit. But look what comes in. Tiwaz, courage, justice. This has been karmic. Tiwaz also brings in romantic and or sexual relationships where there's a high level of attraction. So I feel one of the blessings for you is going to be a relationship. Because I'm getting love again. Now, for some of you, you could be watching this and you're like, oh yeah, my partner's getting better, or we just started dating, or now we're getting married. But see, look on the bottom. Trust, partnership. It's a spiritual partnership. This is also about a partnership with the divine. What do you want to say? God, your higher self, all that. This is the higher self and lower self, the horse, like the chariot. So everything comes from that, soul story number 3. But I feel you're getting ready for the ride of your life is what I'm hearing. Yeah, the ride of your life is coming. An adventure. Some of you are moving I don't know, I see distant land. But you have multiple blessings, and it's coming from this learning lesson and this karmic shift for you. Like it's time for you to get the payoff. It's time for you to hope again. It's time for you the renewal. Some of you, I can feel it, and I'm so sorry for some of you what you've gone through, and I can feel it. I can feel the alone on your own. I can feel the burnout. I can feel the exhaustion. I could feel how much more, how much more, how much more. I can feel I'm going to try again. Oh no, that didn't work. Oh no, it didn't work. Boom, like you're bad. And you keep getting up. And you keep getting up. And you keep getting up. And it's like you try and it doesn't happen. Or you invest and it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. But the one of the blessings is this breakthrough into this new level where things start lining up for you. It starts happening for you. Whatever that is, it starts happening. And for some of you, it's you're ready to love again, and I would say ready to live again. Oh my God, just lost my Astro Dicey. So now I gotta look and see. Maybe you weren't meant to have the Astro Dice. Now that was so strange. It just fell on the floor behind the camera. I feel a little bit, oops, sorry, hit the camera. I feel a little bit, woo, look at all that falling. Was there something about falling apart? Or that was your instrument? You may hit some false notes, but with practice. I feel like this, if things have felt like they were falling apart or weren't lining up, that's changing. I don't know, why is that changing? Why is it changing? It's changing because it's time. That's going to be a blessing. You're going to start seeing, people are going to notice it too. Okay, I have a second set of Astro Dice. So you have your own Astro Dice, your own color here. All right, let's see. What's the overall message for soul story number 3 with all this disruption? Ooh, Gemini. Wow, 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 wow. See, I have a feeling this Jupiter and Gemini, and as it's trining the lovely Pluto. Well, South Node, there's a lot of freeing up, bringing gifts forward. Okay, so you have Gemini. Oh, second house. Sun. Look at that. Sun in Gemini. Oh, don't put all your eggs in one basket in the second house. Some of you, you're writing also. You're seeing the multiverse. You're really connecting in multidimensionally. You're seeing the multiverse. You're living on a lot of different levels. As you embrace more of these different levels of you and different levels of life and different parts of life, you're going to have less and less burnout and less to no burnout. You really have to shift things up. You have to change things up. For you, you need variety. You need not only just joy, you need variety. You can't just stick with one thing or do one thing. Life has to be more of an adventure for you. You have to do some unexpected things, some spontaneous things. You have to really open up. And as you open up more, that Uranus energy with the Fool, there's deep healing, and also you get right on the right track. So for some of you, you've been slightly off path or off track, or you've found yourself in the humdrum, the doldrums. You found yourself in a track, a groove that's just over and over and over. So the message for you is to get out and about, do different things, vary different things. I feel you're going to be changing up your schedule, and you're going to meet someone that you have an extremely important relationship, a very inspiring, definitely a spiritual connection, spiritual partnership, very inspiring, very uplifting, very creative, For some of you, this is a new creative partner or someone that comes in with ideas and says, hey, I would like to do this with you. Would you like to do that? Or why don't we collab on this? So I'm going way deeper into the reading because I feel like this group, you have been through so much exhaustion, burnout, things not working, learning lesson after learning lesson, things not lining up, and you've kept the faith. Yeah, you've dipped into disappointment, depression, you've dipped into, oh my God, I don't know if I can get up, I don't know if I can make it. But then you bounce back. So things are on the upswing for you. That's what Spirit wants. Things are on the upswing. Things are on the upswing for you. Things are moving up. You're ascending to a higher vibrational level of living, expressing and experiencing. And it's coming a lot from the heart chakra, particularly with you. It's really getting to the heart of the matter, feeling emotionally good about yourself and about your circumstances. And for some of you, it's really looking at I appreciate the gratitude, but it's kicking in. It's kicking in. You're starting to move forward on that. Yeah. Bless you. Blessings, blessings abound. Wow. All right, Soul Light. Your Soul Insights mantra is, for some of you, I'm divinely guided in all that I do. I'm opening up to the abundance and prosperity and more love. That's it. Lots of love and light. Hello, Radiant Soul. Michele here. Good to connect with you. I've just been on the ground trying to get the astrodice. Got the astrodice from Soul Story number 2 that went underneath, which has a message for you, by the way, went underneath my shelving. It's very interesting because as I'm connecting into your energetic field, I'm getting community online. I'm getting spiritual centers, groups. I'm getting a lot to do with sharing your information. This could be mentoring, teaching, writing. Somehow you're extending or expanding in the world. Some of you, this does have to do with something creatively that you're putting out there in the world, perhaps even writing. I heard drawing, painting. I also heard art, music, design, different types of designing. Lifestyle, conscious living. I'm also seeing a person promoted or going to a next level or leaving one job or one position, position and going for another one. So there's increase. Now, what you got here from the astrodice is Mercury. Can you see that? Mercury in Virgo in the 11th house. So this is teaching, this is sharing, this could be in health, body, mind, could be nutrition or food, but I'm getting something to do with body, mind, healing or health, wellness, fitness, but I'm also getting building something new that you're having to plan something or put your plans, you're just putting something in order, your plans, you're planning on something, you're starting to initiate your plans, or you're putting your plans in order out there to put something out there into your community or into the world. I'm also getting mental health with the Mercury, taking care of your mental health. Some of you, small worries that you can let go of, but some of you are doing something in the mental health field. Now, Magenta realm, heart center, heart chakra, but high heart, universal heart, specifically having to work with community. So this is definitely branching out in a new area. Let's see, Spirit. Your essence, your creative potential is always alive with you, within you, and no one really derives joy from signs of success. It's a project done well, meeting its audience. The numbers on that can be small but significant. This makes sense. Yeah, don't wait. You have something that you want to do or you want to create, you need to start that now. You need to start putting your stuff out there in the world. You need to start seeing what are your gifts. How you came in here to specifically help in some particular sector. Now, I'm going to say something that's not channeled. It's just the Michele part of me. This is what I help people do. So you could, if you want some support, individually or mentoring through Patreon or individually, info is in the description box. So I get with you, one of the blessings is you. You are a blessing to yourself, to those around you, and the world. And I feel like some of you, people already get that. People already see that. You're in such alignment. But the waters are a little muddied. Okay, so there's I think, it's so funny because the Astrodice told me that I don't use these enough. So I'm going to use both sets with you. And these were my first ones for many, many years ago, I think, since the 90s. So is there something you're not using? Is there something that you need to tap in more with yourself? Also, okay, their guides are like, don't focus on the numbers. Don't focus on the followers or the subscribers. Don't focus on the money. Focus on what it is you love to do. You're moving into a time of a lot of building. Things are going to be building for you. You're putting plans into action. But you have a specific mission. You have goals, plans, ideas. You are aligning more to your passion and purpose, especially with that purpose. You know, with the Astrodice Mercury in Virgo, Virgo has to do with purpose. In soul-centered astrology, Virgo deals with form. Virgo is here to put things into form. You know, in the ancient tradition of early astrology, in the archetype energy of the gods and goddesses, Virgo was the Vestal Virgin, was a fertility goddess. Virgo is a fertility goddess. And virgin meaning pure, of integrity. Not having sex, pure. In other words, knows themselves. Virgo, that's why the Virgo is the hermit, going within. Has nothing to do with not being, being on a mountaintop. You can be married, you can have 1 kid, 20 kids, no kids. You could live in the city, in a noisy place, and love living, let's say, in Manhattan, London, wherever. Hong Kong, have you ever been there? I've been there. It's like, or Japan, but you could, and still be the hermit. It's when you are so connected to your inner knowing, your inner being, and you're not swayed, you're not diluted, you're less and less diluted. The more you connected to that hermit energy, that Virgo energy within you, it's connecting into your soul, that you're not getting swayed or diluted by outer, happenings, so to speak. So that's a message coming through. So you're just meant to create. Look at this star. That's you. Aquarius energy. You came here. I'm getting a lot of Moon in Aquarius, Mercury Aquarius. You could have your one of your personal planets in the 11th house, Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Aquarius. There's something about Neptune. When was the last time Neptune was in Aquarius? Take a look at that. Pisces, Aquarius energy, birthing, renewal, healing. You are a healer, but you're connected to your light body, your own star. You're being guided. Some of you, this is galactic, especially with the magenta. The magenta having to do with that 10th dimension and above has to do with the collective soul, humanity, community, teaching, sharing, coming from the high heart, the universal heart, the high heart chakra. This could be connection to the galactic center, the galactic federation, coming here to do your path, your purpose. But you get your insight, you get your inspiration from the star, from your starseed family, starseed mentor. A lot of you are going to be connecting with a teacher or a mentor on this dimension that's also a starseed. Yeah, look at that, the tower, the lightning, Mars energy. Freeing up to do your divine plan and to share your gifts more, your essence. You're just, you're a creative being. You're always creating no matter what you're doing. And you're realizing, okay, I'm creating from a higher vibrational aspect of me. I'm creating from a higher vibrational me. My higher self, my soul self or higher self. So there's some, let's let's see, epiphany or new direction, a new level of creativity coming in for you. Let's see, one more. Look at that on the bottom. Yeah, what did I say? New level. Ace of Swords. The Sun. Wow, you're really up-leveling emotionally because you're really coming from the high heart. The heart of humanity, the heart of God consciousness. Look at it, moves you into the Nine of Pentacles. 10. There we go. I'm going back and forth. I don't know if you can see. I'm going back and forth. Page of Pentacles, something new, a new project, something in. Queen of Wands. Yeah, a lot of you, your gift has to do with some kind of creative approach. You could businesspreneur, solopreneur, spiritual business, soulpreneur, spiritpreneur. You're going to have a breakthrough financially. This is increase financially and also feeling better emotionally, health, wealth, inner wealth, outer wealth. You're getting to a pinnacle where your work is starting to pay off, and you're seeing that. And especially if you're doing creative projects, anything creatively or anything project-based that you're putting out in the world, you're starting to see a payoff. You're starting to get your own team or your own group, influencing others in a positive way. Now, this is, I can just hear, like, I'm doing it. Yeah, I changed jobs. I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm doing it on my own. I'm doing this. Whether you're doing it on the side or you're having the chance to get a position that is better for you, that suits you better, that's more creative or allows you to be more you or more self-expressive or allows you to move into more of a leadership position, that's happening. But I really get, it's something creative in the creative arts or creative field, or something that you're doing more creatively. Out of this renewal or this healing comes some new ideas. So you've got Aquarius here, you've got Mars energy, Leo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Hold on a sec, the birth. I get friends and family. Now, mind you, this could be a relationship. Maybe you're coupled and things start going better, or they are going well, and you feel that support. I mostly feel support, what I'm being shown, if I remote view, if I get out there into the ethers, it's a lot of you, it's whether coupled or not, or partner, it's good friends, or a circle of friends, or your community, or your groups that you're working with. You're teaching, or small groups, or workshops, or seminars, or retreats. You're really opening up to sharing your gifts or what you know. You're really being guided, and some of you are starting kind of small, and you're like, well, I'm just starting small. This is just the beginning. That's okay. Whatever it is, it's really going to take off. Whatever it is you're focused on is really going to take off. Let's see, mesmerizing. Something about mesmerizing with the light. A lot of light coming in you. A lot of light through you. Yeah, spiritual career. We kept getting music. Now, whatever it is that you're doing, you bring this spirit into you, this spiritual aspect of you. So it's a spiritually based business that's taking off. The Spirit's going to give you a new idea, though. And I see people saying, oh my God, how did you think of that? Or the way you did that was amazing. How did you do that? How did you... So you're going to be quite blessed. You're going to feel quite blessed financially and with a level of support. Yeah, a lot with spirituality, your health, doing what you... financial... That one wanted to come out. I didn't want to pull it for you, but let's see. Yeah, let this grow. You're at the 9. So something is ending in the way that you work. This could be another source of income coming in for you, but it's building slowly, but it's building. So financial discipline, financial health, your health getting better. As you focus on spirit or spirituality, your health, everything improves. Health, wellness. Some of you are working in the healthcare, whether doctors, I even heard some lawyers, nurse practitioners, nurses, doula, midwife, nutrition, with that Virgo energy there. And Virgo here, right? You had Mercury and Virgo in the 11th house. Work on your relationships. Make sure the relationships that you have are healthy for you. Wow, look, we've got here abundance. I love this. Yeah, let go of the past. Focus on the abundance you have now. Some of you, I see a concert you're going to. That's going to be another blessing. You're either going to be invited to perform or play with someone or sing, or you're going to be going to more, I think, art events, art, music, dancing. Some of you are going someplace. I can hear music. It may even be a DJ or write music. There's a new creative, one of the blessings is there's a new creative way of you expressing. Creative expression. Yeah, you came here to create. Whether you're doing it in your current job or jobs, or it's a side gig, a hobby that ends up turning into something very lucrative. I also heard on Etsy, or there's another third party. Are you on Skillshare? Spirit says sell your services, share your services. Yeah, you need to share. This is about your increase. This is about you stepping out more in the world. Let's see, what do we have here? Azurite, deep emotional healing. Your heart is ready to heal from the past. I said something earlier about letting go of the past. Therapeutic. But some of you help people do that, let go of the past. Some of you that you're clearing the cords, the anchor cords or aqua cords, emotional cords. Some of you healing narcissism, narcissistic relationships. You're healing that polarity of overgiving, overdoing, or dependent personality. You're becoming more independent. You're becoming more whole. This is also you. You're becoming more whole, and this really frees you up. Azurite is also getting to your truth. It's deep healing. Azurite usually is shown with malachite. Like I have here, azurite and malachite. So there is something about communication, speaking your truth, maybe writing. Maybe you've gone through a lot of healing and now you're starting to write it out, or you're starting to share your healing or healing modality, aquamarine, divine purpose. Yeah, trust the signs that you're receiving. Oh, stress reduction. Health, de-stress your mind. Some of you need to meditate more, or dance, or walk, or something fluid, some form, a watermelon. This could also be changes in diet, like eating less sugary stuff is what I'm hearing, more high water content food, vegetables, fruit. Some of you are a nutritionist or are working with a nutritionist or some kind of healthcare provider is what I'm hearing. The ability to also recharge, that's going to cause distress. One of the blessings that you're getting is de-stressing. Yeah, you're going to have a sigh of relief. Let's take one more card. Let's see. So we have watermelon, tourmaline, aquamarine, and azurite. So as you align more to your divine purpose, okay, let's see. This one wants to come out. What is that? Answered prayers. Yeah, all your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. That's it. That's this energy here. I'm getting the message and being, I just heard also, and I'm seeing it, you're not going to have to work alone or be on your own as much as you did in the past. So something's shifting with that. You're either going to have more support or more of a community, so you feel more fulfilled, or you're going to be working so much and making the kind of money that you can hire someone, or it could be on Fiverr or Skillshare or something. But I am definitely getting, for a lot of light workers, a lot of people that have been working on healing, inner work, repatterning, working in consciousness, that I am seeing that this frequency shift is bringing a next level of abundance. I feel like a lot of people are going to be positioned in a new level. Wow, 3 came out. So we move from wealth, abundance in the runes, few, abundance, and you have abundance there. These all came out. Refine and improve. Yeah, refine and improve, but I'm also hearing don't overstress it. You're improving. That's also that Mercury. You're improving your ideas. You're improving the way that you do things, but don't over-improve. Don't overstress it, okay? And then we've got strength and determination. Surrender. Yeah. Surrender to the divine flow, the muse. Surrender to the joy within, the joy in creating. Surrender to the creative process or self-expressive process, and that moves things along. Your message is to trust yourself more. Trust spirit, trust the guidance of your higher. Trust yourself, trust spirit's guidance. Because this trust is acknowledging the abundance that you have. So even though you're refining, okay, that Mercury, what you got at the beginning of the reading, Mercury in Virgo, that can be spiritual discernment, that can be refining in the 11th house. You're refining also your goals. But it's coming from abundance. So you have to realize that it's all within you. As this card says, your essence, your creative potential, always alive within you. So as you're connecting more to that abundance, that's making your health better. You're feeling healthier. Okay, now we're going to do one more with these. What's the message? How to align to this energy for soul story number 4, right? Soul story number 4. Ooh, Pluto transformation. Alchemical process of transmutation. In the 2nd house, yes, refining. Whoa. Pisces, Pluto in Pisces. That's next level. Now, some of you may, this may be a big arc for you. Like Pluto's in Aquarius, right? It's going to go into Pisces in about 20 years. So you may be ahead of your time, or this may be, if you're a lot younger, this may be preparing you for what you're going to do next level. But a lot of you, this is refining your spirit, your spirituality, your viewpoint on what spirituality is, or your spirituality, or how you see and feel and view yourself as a spiritual being and your spiritual career. A lot of you are working with transformative energy. Pluto in Pisces, using spirituality or spiritualism or spiritual tools, whatever that is for you, or the spiritual aspect. Is it meditation? Is it health healing? Is it the occult? Is it the astrology? Whatever, that you're using that to help others, to empower others as you empower yourself. And so a lot of you have come in with this gift. This is your time now to use and share this gift to uplift the people you work with, uplift humanity. Because as we uplift ourselves, each other, and the groups that we work with, we're uplifting humanity. So whatever sector you're in, or whatever area, you're here to uplift. You're here to release. You're being released, and you're releasing yourself on a soul level to come more from the soul, from the heart and soul. The soul is the heart. We can't connect to our soul unless we're going through the heart chakra. It has to be that integration. The individual heart and the collective heart, or universal heart, what we also call the high heart chakra. So yeah, you're getting a great idea about this, of how it all comes together. But Spirit wants you to know that this, what's been unanswered is now going to be answered. There's part of your blessings that you don't see coming are answer to your prayers. Things are going to start aligning for you much easier, much more quickly, much more efficiently, much more in a tangible way. But you're definitely, one of your blessings is financial abundance, increase in support, increase in feeling better, increase in your health. Nine of Pentacles is good health, vitality, the bones, the muscles, feeling vibrant, feeling, eating healthy, listening to spirit, healthy connection to spirit, your higher self. Yeah, and with that Page of Pentacles, this is a new beginning of kind of this body, mind, health, this next level of it, and whatever else you're initiating. So that's another part of the blessing. All right, Soul Light, your Soul Insights mantra to support you on your path is, wow, I am God consciousness expressing and experiencing as me. I am abundance in physical form. I am abundant. I am love. Wow. 888, 88, and 888 may have some relevance for you. Also 77 and 777. I'm seeing 77, 777, 88, and 888. Lots of love and light. And I'll see you in another reading.